Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avadon 2, the Corruption, as we're finally about to activate the pylon. You approach the pylon and take a look at the runes covering it. They are obscure, complex, and carry no meaning to you. Fortunately, Yannick is there to help. He walks up, gently pushes you aside, and inspects the runes. He touches 3 of them, seemingly at random, while humming. Nothing happens. He tries again. Nothing happens. I hope someone at Avadon is paying attention. They must alter one of their own portals to... And then, at last, the pylon comes to life. It starts to glow. Little wisps of light rise from it. You hear a deep hum. Yannick drags you back from the pylon. Someone is coming through. You should not be standing where they appear, or you might find important parts of your body no longer exist. Okay, thanks for the warning. 2 things happen simultaneously. First, you hear a commotion to the east. Deep shouting, combined with something huge crushing through the underbrush. Rebel reinforcements are arriving, trapping you in the grove. And then 2 people appear by the pylon, hands of Avadon. One, a young man of the Wildrealm, a shaman, with an odd scar on his cheek. The other, a shadow walker. Someone's coming! 1 moment. The shaman turns to the shadow walker. Yoshiria, anything of note? Yoshiria replies, only those who come, loudly. She moves to inspect the clearing. Wait. She? Oh, Yoshiria must be a woman, then. Whoops. Yeah, he was described as a young boy, right? Or a young man, rather. She moves to inspect the clearing, and as the shaman waves for you to approach. The shaman turns back to you, unconcerned by whoever is approaching. Kalida, Yannick, good meeting. I am pleased that you are well. And you introduce yourself. Greetings, Atantuo. I am Dedrick, shaman and hand of Avadon. From this close you can see the scar on his cheek clearly. It's an odd symbol, unfamiliar to you. I think we're about to be attacked. Yes, it is impossible to miss the sound of the approach. I think we will wait a minute. Redbeard will want to know who has been lurking around these pylons. Is the pylon working now? Oh yes, we can return to Avadon soon. First though, we will see who is coming. He takes a deep breath. And I would breathe the air of my homeland. Ah, the Wildrealm. It has been too long. This isn't really part of the Wildrealm, is it? Kalida looks away. Dedrick smiles. I misspoke slightly. I meant only that these are the sort of woods in which I grew up. A wise hand of Avadon tries to avoid giving an opinion on the true ownership of these lands. Why have you been away? I'm not welcome in my home. That is why I joined Avadon. A common reason you will find. Avadon will take us when all others have rejected us. When we are in Avadon, feel free to come see me. I'm not shy about telling the tale. You will eventually be able to bring Dedrick into your group. Not entirely unexpected. Shamans can summon pets to fight for you, heal and bless their allies, and assault their enemies with a variety of damage spells. Yeah, I think he might actually be who I end up taking into my full party of 4, I think. If my choice is between him and the Shadow Walker. Because I feel like the Tinker Mage is reasonably close to a Shadow Walker already. Being like both a capable melee and ranged fighter who can also pick locks, you know. Maybe we should try retreating a little bit? There are 5 of them, 4 ogres, and behind them, Gorus the Hunter. They charge into the clearing, winded by their mad run here. Winded or winded? They barely even take the time to look at you before Gorus roars, "Drop blades, little humans! You trapped! You ours now! Surrender!" We surrender! Wait, I meant to say, you think you can beat hands of Avadon? Gorus laughs. Little thing, I can kill. Wait, did you say Avadon? He looks back at the path he came down. Avadon. Avadon is here. He starts to experience an unfamiliar emotion. Worry. You slew a scout named Silky, and you will pay for it. Gorus grows even more confused. Scout? Slew scout? I slew no. Wait, scout? He starts to laugh. What is it? It's a surprise. You're a scout. You get a surprise soon. While you talk, the hands start to spread out. Yoshiria slips into the shadows, watching for a good moment to attack. Leave, Gorus, this is your last chance. Gorus nods. I need new orders. I go. But, he says to the ogres, kill them! The ogres aren't pleased by this, but they know they have no choice but obey their master. They step forward to block the way as the Titan moves to safety. Of course. Well, this is the final, I don't know, final countdown. No, not really. You move into the middle of it and challenge everyone. You put the arcane curse. Ouch. Well, I mean, 4 ogres pounding on her simultaneously is a little bit... Well, it's a little bit too. A little bit of damage that's going to come in. Wow, that was not very impressive, Yoshiria. Okay, well, that's that. The ogres are gone. Gorus fled. Once again, the clearing is secured. Dedrick hangs his staff from a leather strap over his shoulder. I think the path is clear, Atantuo. Touch the pylon to return. There is much that Redbeard needs to hear. I hope to see you again on the other side. Dedrick walks to the pylon. Yoshiria does too. However, when she gets there, she stops and turns. She wants to talk to you. Fair enough. Let's exit combat first. They didn't drop anything. Stingy bastards. When you get close to the pylon, Yoshiria nods to you. You nod back. She eventually breaks the awkward silence that follows. Proper introduction. I am pleased to meet you, Atantuo. I am Yoshiria. You are a hand? Yes. Thank you for your help. She nods. Are we going back to Avadon? Yes, but first I wanted to see you. See me? Is last moment for you. Last moment. Tell you to enjoy it. Take breath. Feel breeze. The last moment before what? You go to Avadon now. When gaze of Avadon falls upon you, all changes. Is last moment of your old life. Wish someone had told me to enjoy mine. Now I tell you. Well, I mean, there is not much old life left to enjoy for me, is there? But thanks, I guess. So you don't like being a hand? Avadon. Avadon is... My thoughts do not matter. The world moves on. How did you become a hand? I was chosen. Life had its way with me, and I was taken. More than that, perhaps we can talk later. In Avadon. Okay. I guess I'm gonna take a last quiet moment. You stand silently with Yoshiria, enjoying the day. The breeze, the fresh cool air, the smell of dead ogres. Kalita fidgets nervously, but Yannick seems to enjoy it. Yoshiria nods. I wish you good fortune, Atantuo. I hope Redbeard is merciful. And before you can ask what she means, she turns and touches the pylon, and she is gone. All that remains is for you to follow. And of course she's also gonna be a party member. Well, I kinda like her as a character. But, as I said, it would feel slightly redundant. Although I could ditch Kalita. But, I don't know. If those 4 that I've met now are my choice of party members, and I'm gonna have to leave one of those behind, I don't know. Somehow it feels more right to take those people with me that I met first, because I have somewhat of a bond with them yet already. I definitely like Yannick, because he's the scholar type who's interested in languages, you know, like myself. I also kind of like Kalita. Oh well, I'll figure that out as the situation arises. You approach the ruined pylon. It senses that you are allowed to enter. To enter Avadon. The glowing stone sends out a wave of restoring energy, erasing your fatigue in an instant. Right, I forgot about that. Touching a pylon will also restore you completely. Right. Okay, return to Avadon. Only 2 of us are returning. One of us is going there for the first time ever. But that's okay. You touch the pylon. In an instant, you are surrounded by a cloud of energy. In one vertiginous moment, it pulls you the many miles to Avadon. And here I am. This is the portal to the contested lands, of course. And, well, you stumble away from the portal. Disoriented by taking a journey of hundreds of miles in an instant, you find yourself in one of the towers of Avadon. The portal to the contested lands is behind you. The hands who helped you get here have already walked off, eager to make their reports. You are left alone with 2 guards. One of them says, "Hard protest is waiting for you, down the hall to the west and on the left." After everything you've heard about the destruction of Avadon, you find that the building is incredibly huge and lovely. Only a few of the walls are still cracked, the bloodstains have been mostly mopped up, and the charred smell is faint in the air. Oh, that's nice. There is some rubble left, though. You'd think that they could have... Oh yeah, quite a bit, actually. I think that they could have removed that. Okay. West and left. These... I'm assuming that, again, I'm going to get some kind of legitimation to pass through these differently color-coded gates. But obviously not quite yet. You are just a guard? Yawn. Oh yeah, I feel you. I was really yawny earlier before I started recording. But thankfully that's kind of gone, for the moment at least. Let's hope it stays that way a while longer. Handcade. Hey, Dedrick. I think I want to actually go ahead and report to that Protoss, was it? Before I start talking to other NPCs and stuff. Because I'm assuming that I won't be allowed to do most things anyway before I have, you know, done what the game wants me to do. There is a large office in the south end of the barracks. There is a middle-aged man in well-tailored clothes sitting at the desk. The symbol of Avadon has been embroidered on his shoulders in gold thread. He says, "I am Hot Protoss. Redbeard has given me the honor of administering things on the main floor, while he does the things he does above. You are a Tantuo, yes? You have disturbing news to report from the contested lands. Come and speak with me. Then we can decide what to do with you." Okay. Let me quickly take a look at this. The Farlands. Journal. Codex. The Farlands. So, again, read these while pausing if you're interested. I shall do so later on as well. Hard Protoss is sitting at a desk loaded with scrolls, reports, and maps, the unsteady pile testifying to his importance here. He doesn't rise when you approach. He leans back in his chair and steeples his fingers under his chin. Steeples his fingers, of course. "I am ready for your report, Atantuo. I am the one who receives and evaluates important reports from the field. Redbeard has given me the honor of declaring me a heart." There is a long pause while he watches you, waiting for you to ask what a heart is. I do know that. But I guess my character doesn't. A heart? How interesting, what is that? Protoss is pleased that you asked. The servants of Avadon are hands, eyes, and hearts. Eyes gather information, hands carry out Redbeard's will, and hearts are those he has chosen to be his trusted advisors. But I don't want to brag. I am but a humble servant of Avadon. Now I am ready. Ready? He reaches for a pen and scrap of paper with a blank area in the corner. For your report. Contested lands, yes? What is happening there? I don't know, was I don't actually remember if I was told to report to Redbeard directly, but I should probably go with answer 2 here. You're definitely important enough to hear what I have to say. Your flattery pleases Hard Protus. Yeah, he does seem like the type. You tell him your tale. He takes notes in a corner of a scrap of paper. As you progress, he realizes that this is important enough to merit a fresh scroll. By the time you are done, he looks genuinely alarmed. This is an unpleasant rarity, a report important enough to merit Redbeard's immediate attention. A full assault on the contested lands. This is dreadful. You need to tell him what you told me immediately. Is this the right moment to ask such questions? Not really, I'd say. It's not what would come to my mind first. But can I become a heart? Of course. All you need to do is provide years and years of difficult, skilled service and win the total trust of Redbeard. It's easy. Right. Easy enough for you to have been able to make it. No offense. Can I become a hand? Our Protus laughs. Remarkable! The Pact faces a true crisis and you are looking for a new job. Your ambition glows with a mighty radiance. Still, this is not the time. I agree. So how do I get to Redbeard? By receiving a rare honor. He gives you a necklace. A delicate silver chain with a yellow crystal dangling from it. Well, there's my first piece of the legitimation. First keycard received. This will give you passage through some of the less important gates. Guard that pass closely. Of course, you will need to return it when you resume your duties back at Rodridge Keep. Right. Where is he? The stairway to Redbeard's tower is in the exact center of the main fortress. Go west from here to find the guest quarters. I've already asked Polus to set aside a modest apartment for you. Redbeard's tower is just to the north of that. Don't spend much time freshening up. Redbeard needs to hear all of this immediately. Now excuse me, I need to do some immediate research on the contested lands. He waves you off. Gotcha. What is this? Okay, just the next room. About Handwar's Council. Probably not mine. Not mine at all. Handwar's Council. Here we go. Okay, so these are now open, but this is not leading to the exact center of the map. Yeah, that would be here. Ah, right, yeah, if my memory serves, and also it's kind of visible at this point, that this is where Nicodemus is? Is that his name? Nicodemus' workshop, exactly. This is the workshop of Avadon. It is choked with expensive and complicated equipment, ready to forge magical items, turrets, mines, and everything else the mad researchers here can dream up. In an alcove at the west end of the workshop, you see the centerpiece of the chamber, a huge glowing anvil. An old man walks around it, lost in thought. He mutters to himself, oblivious to how insane it makes him seem. Oh, he is quite insane. If it's the same man that I know from the first game. Yeah, Craftmaster Nicodemus. And this is Smith Duman, still the same guy from the first game as well. Okay, so I don't have the blue necklace of passage yet. Wait, okay. Oh, Polus. Hello. There's a steward wandering among the offices and quarters of the Hands and Hearts. He is an aging man, crisply dressed, the very picture of dignity. He gives you a little bow. A little bow. He gives me a little bow and arrows. I welcome you, honored visitor to Avadon. I am Polus. I will serve you when you desire. Tend to your needs. Deliver messages. Whatever it takes to ease your mind. Okay. Where are you from? I am from the Tawan Empire. I have been honored with this posting, and I have been here for over 20 years. through both good and very troubled times. The Taiwan Empire, isn't that one of the Farlands? The Taiwan Empire is the enemy of the Pact, but I do not concern myself with politics. I exist to provide quality service. Do you know anything about the troubles Avadon has been facing? It has been a dark, bloody time. In the attack 2 years ago. Oh, only 2 years ago, okay. I don't think we ever got a definitive time frame for that up to now. So it's been only 2 years since my namesake and former Hand of Avadon assaulted Redbeard and took his place, actually. Although I'm not sure if that's the canon. If that's the canon ending. It's probably not. But that's what I did in the first game. If you haven't seen it. So I lost friends, both agents and servants. Some of the servants I had known since childhood. He manages to maintain his stoic resolve, but only with visible effort. So what exactly do you do here? I take care of the distracting needs of the hands, eyes and hearts, so that they can focus on their work. How can you help me? I can provide food, clean linens, light, whatever your day-to-day needs require. These services are extended both to agents of Avadon and our honored guests. I don't need anything right now, thanks. Alright. Wait, why do I have to ask him where he's from? Okay. Just end the conversation like that. Oh, this is open as well. That makes sense. What's this? North bedroom, Yannick. South bedroom, Atantuo. Okay, yeah. That's right. What was his name? Protus. Protus did mention that Polus would assign me a room. You find that the servants of Avadon have already set up quarters for you. Their efficiency is truly admirable. But the butler Polus always lurks in the hallway outside, waiting to offer advice or deliver messages. He makes sure to approach you and say, "Welcome, Atantuo. I will make sure that you always have clean towels and lice-free blankets. Also, if anyone leaves a message for you, you can find out about it from me." Okay, well, we heard the same thing twice, basically, but thanks. So, yeah, there's nothing in there. Why would there be? What is this? Sack of Avadon. That's new. At least, I don't think I've ever heard about something like that. The Sack of Avadon. Well, maybe I should. Oh, the sack, as in it got sacked. That's I can't say I ever heard that word or seen that word used in this context like that. Yeah, so since this is about the events of the first game, I feel like maybe I should read it right away, and I might as well read it aloud. So, 2 years ago, in cycle 6313, the unthinkable occurred. The fortress of Avadon was attacked, aided by powerful traders inside the walls. A small band of skilled warriors, aided by a host of magical artifacts, raided the Black Fortress. A full and accurate list of traders within the Black Fortress is not known. All that is known for sure is that the attackers were allowed entry by Hart Miranda, the woman who had the post Protus is serving it right now. One of Ripier's oldest and most trusted advisors. The results of the attack are without dispute. Much of the fortress was burned, many hands and eyes were killed, irreplaceable records were destroyed. The stature of Avadon in the eyes of the Pact was massively damaged. Repairing the damage and replacing the lost are expensive and difficult tasks, and the resources necessary to complete them have not been allotted. Hanvar's council, long looking for an excuse to reduce the power and influence of Avadon, has been far less than helpful. Instead, they stand back as Avadon begins a slow slide into irrelevance. And Redbeard, master of the Black Fortress, continues to do what he can to live up to his oath, knowing full well that his lack of power and weakened reputation makes that task more difficult with every passing day. It is still unknown who sent the raiders. Okay, well, that didn't teach me quite as much as I was hoping. That's okay. Yannick is not here. Can't help but notice. So who's Dedrick and Kalita? Okay. I've seen Dedrick in the sparring hall. Kalita is not here either, but there is a piece of lore. Eyes, hands, and hearts. Eyes, hands, and hearts. There it is. Feel free to pause again. I'm not gonna read this one right now. Oh, what's this? Tower of Trials. Oh. I don't think this was ever open in the first game. Although this room existed, but I don't think it had anything in it, and it was locked off all the way to the end of the game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it did open up at some point. But Tower of Trials does not immediately sound familiar. You're at the bottom of a tall, elegant stairway, a marble spiral rising up through the air and through a hole in the ceiling. It leads to Redbeard's tower, where the infamous protector of the pack resides. Though most of the wreckage of the attack on Avadon has been cleaned away, the debris and charring here has been left behind. A constant reminder in the heart of Avadon of what is at stake. You'd think that this place, above all else, would be cleaned up as soon as possible. But I guess not. Right, so Dedrick and a hand Shadow Walker and Cade or Kaede, I guess, that we've not met so far. Those are there. To know this should lead to the like the dining room or and kitchen and stuff. But apparently I'm not yet. This is the first floor of Redbeard's tower, where the Keeper of Avadon meets with the hands, eyes, and hearts, as well as the assorted diplomats, supplicants, and courtiers who come to ask for help or mercy. It is far quieter up here than downstairs. Being a loudmouth who irritates Redbeard can be very dangerous. His hall is to the east. Several people wait patiently outside his chambers, hoping that he will decide to spend a few minutes hearing petitions. He usually doesn't, especially in these chaotic times, but they wait anyway, for day after day. So that's another thing that has not changed. Lord Svarl, he's still here. I wonder what kind of unreasonable requests we'll have this time around. Felixa is new, as far as I know. Obviously, since turrets and traps have now been, or mines have now been introduced, they're also here. That makes a lot of sense. Inferno turrets, freezing turrets. So some guards, tower guards quarter. Come on. This is the library. Or is it? Well, not much of a library, I guess. To nondescript eyes of Avadon. Some more lore here about Redbeard and about the Keepers in general. The Keepers of Avadon. Here you go, and Redbeard. Speaking of Redbeard, this used to be a dead end, and it still is, looks like. You step into Redbeard's audience chamber, the place where the Keeper of Avadon greets outsiders, and for the first time you lay eyes on the Master of the Black Fortress, the man who has kept Linnaeus trembling in fear since decades before you were born. For a moment, you are unsure what is frightening. He is a huge man, immaculately dressed, but he is also pale and haggard. There are bags under his eyes, and his tunic shows signs of much recent wine consumption. When you enter, he sets down a goblet, wipes his mouth with his sleeve, grins, and waves you forward. What? Who is it? The soldier from the contested lands? Protus says you have a report to give. Step up and talk, then I'll see what use I can make of you. Oh. More lore? About Miranda. Actually, kind of interesting. I'm kind of interesting. Yeah, not really. I'm kind of interested, though, in... oh, it's relatively short as well. This also concerns the first game, so... Miranda, formerly known as Heart Miranda, is a former Heart of Avadon and advisor to Redbeard. She betrayed the Black Fortress and enabled raiders to gain entry, enabling the sack of Avadon. She fled the fortress during the attack and has not been seen since. Miranda is believed to be plotting further assaults on Avadon and its servants, and is to be considered extremely dangerous. All hands and eyes are instructed to watch for her, and take all reasonable risks to bring her to justice or destroy her. This is a private internal report for the Fortress of Avadon. Sharing its contents with outsiders will be savagely punished. Oh. Ooh. I'm trembling. Okay, and this one. Oh, nice. I leveled up from that. Dallas. Yeah, that's also a name from the first game. In cycle 6312, so 3 years ago, right? A series of savage attacks on the eyes and hands of Avadon began. Many loyal servants of Avadon were destroyed in these attacks. Investigations by hands have since indicated that the attacks were organized by someone named Dallas, a citizen of the Tawan Empire. Dallas is also suspected to have caused the sack of Avadon. However, all attempts to locate Dallas have come to naught. Some question if Dallas does in fact exist. If he does exist, he is a dangerous foe to Avadon, and his efforts may cause real damage to the Pact. All hands and eyes are instructed to watch for him and take all reasonable risks to learn more about him, and if possible, destroy this dangerous Farlander. This is private and report. Okay. Gotcha. And this should... Oh, wait. This is a small gymnasium. Here, Redbeard can exercise, practice with his blade, and keep himself in the sort of shape he needs to be in to fend off assassins, and that's it. Being invited to train here with him is probably a great honor and a dangerous one. Noted. Not that I expect him to invite me here anytime soon, but we'll see. Or will we? We are already at 32 minutes, almost. Talking to Redbeard might take some time. But then again, I kind of want to get that out of the way. So here we go. As you walk across the hall to meet Redbeard, an astonishing transformation happens. His eyes clear, he straightens up. All signs of fatigue fade. When you reach him, he is Redbeard once again, the legendary, feared, ageless master of Avadon, master of the Black Fortress for over 50 years, though he doesn't look a day over 30. A man with the power to send anyone in Linnaeus to their death, a power that has been used countless times. Ah, yes, a report from the provinces. You are... His eyes flick for an instant to a scroll in his lap. Altantuo, you witnessed a new attack in the contested lands. Tell me all. Yeah, I could ask him questions, but he's probably gonna refute me anyway, so I'm just going to give my report. I mean, in reality, realistically, my character would be quite intimidated by Redbeard. I'm trying to roleplay to some extent. Redbeard listens to your entire harrowing tale with careful attention. He nods frequently, though he takes no notes. As he ponders your report, you get a better look at him. He is a massive man, over 6 feet tall and broad of shoulder. The hair and beard that are his namesake are, as expected, bushy and fiery red. The strangest thing is his mood. Despite the chaos inside and outside his fort, he seems strangely jolly when he talks to you. Interesting, worrying, and based on your observations, how serious was this attack? Well, the attack itself was easily defeated. I know this is some kind of test. Very serious? Does it require immediate attention? Probably. So I'm gonna say 1. The rebels working with humanoids, perhaps with other forces involved. I should say it is serious. The first attack was a disorganized, feeble thing. It will not stay that way. Is there anything else you want me to know about the attack? Well, I'm not going to blackmail Commander Odile. Or, well, not blackmail, but, you know, betray him. We've lost the scout who was traveling with me, name of Silky. That's probably not something I should concern Redbeard with, but I kinda liked her, so... I am sympathetic. I remember being able to make attachments of people. However, he grows thoughtful. If you wanted to find what happened to the scout, perhaps I could give you enough power to make this possible. That is all. I thank you on behalf of the Pact. You have shown quite a bit of skill getting here. Courage, ingenuity. Yes, you do need to return to your post in the contested lands. I thought I might find a place here. Yeah, let's be bold. Redbeard laughs with genuine pleasure. I love it when a young person sees an opportunity and leaps on it with vigor. Now, we will see if your skills can match your ambition. Atantuo, I will offer you the rarest of honors. You are going to be a hand of Avadon. Well, I decline the honor. No. I accept the honor. Yeah, sure. I mean, I asked for it, right? Why would I suddenly steer back? Your enthusiasm is noted. I only hope that you want to become a hand for, shall we say, righteous reasons. There is only one more bit of business. What would that be? He stands up straight and adopts an air of bemused self-righteousness. I, Redbeard, keeper of Avadon and defender of the Pact, offer you the honor of being a hand of the Black Fortress. Do you swear to obey our orders and give all for the safety and security of the Pact? I will follow your orders as I see fit. I will give all I can to protect the Pact. Redbeard nods, and for just a moment he looks old and tired again. But you won't swear, eh? Noted. I put no faith in oaths. I have seen too many of them broken lately. He sighs. Now I have a question for you. What is it? Some are chosen to serve the Pact, though they have very different ways to do it. Some serve me, some oppose me. But service is never the only reason. Not with so much wealth and power available, eh? So tell me, and I assure you I have heard everything. What do you want here? Well, none of these, honestly. I never wanted to serve. Well, that's not true. My character volunteered, so that would be silly. I only want to serve the Pact. I guess I'm interested in the Pact more than Avadon specifically, or Redbeard, for that matter. I want the glory of battle. I mean, as a player, I kind of do. Would my characters say that? I don't know. Wealth and power? Nah. I'm not interested in that, really. I mean, wealth is nice, because it gives you freedom. Power, though? I'm not interested in power at all. I mean, my character mostly volunteered in hopes of being able to find Silky, or at least exact revenge upon her, kidnappers or killers, or killer, if she's dead, which I'm not quite convinced she is yet. But since I cannot really say that, I guess I'm going to go with the glory of battle. Sure, why not? He nods. So you become a soldier. Wise. My tale and yours are not so different. I confess that is why I came to Avadon myself. I had a true talent for it. Really ascended in the ranks. He kicks his throne with the back of his foot. I suppose then that is all. I must return to my work. Wait, there's something I need to know. I don't know what I would ask him, but Redbeard sighs. Curiosity, inquisitiveness, those are such a trial. Come talk to me from time to time. You have promised, so I will guide you. Okay, where should I go next? Back to Hard Protus, and quickly. Oh, achievement. Conscription. Yay. Just in case you don't see that, I actually don't know if those pop-ups will appear in the video. Back to Hard Protus, and quickly. He will be your guide. Report to him for orders. He places his hand on your shoulder. Atantuo, this is a dark time. Join me. Fight for our people. He points at the two tomes in the corners of the room. Also, there are two foes I have a particular interest in hunting down. Miranda and Deleuze. Those books describe them. It is unlikely you will meet them, but if you do, you should be prepared. Then one of the hearts comes in, her arms full of maps and scrolls, and he returns to work. As you leave the room, you look back. Redbeard's strength has already faded, and he looks weary and tired once again. Okay. Oh well, it says here as well. So I guess I don't necessarily have to mention it. Right. Oh, that was a named NPC, actually. Did I just miss her before? Hardhana. Okay. Well, I'm going to save here. Save the game. 08 for some reason, even though this is episode 10, right? Yeah. And I'm going to start exploring what I can of Avadon at this point. Talk to all the NPCs that I find. See if I can grab some early side quests and stuff, and get my first official assignment, I suppose, as well. But all of that is going to happen next episode. For now, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you soon. Till then, have a wonderful time. Bye bye.